Remember that England team who were romped to World Cup victory? No, don't worry lads, you haven't taken a fall. Harry Kane, of course, didn't square it, and so no, we don't live in a world where Jordan Pickford is a goddamn world champion. Thank the fucking Lord. But the teenagers are though, so let's take a look at the England under-17 World Cup winning side from 2017 and see where they are now, all of 2 years later. Hopefully they've stopped having to turn the shirts around to tell us who the hell they are. Curtis Anderson. Yes, this freckle-faced kid who's seen here signing a contract at Man City despite looking about 12 years old, has actually gone on to win a World Cup. This was Curtis Anderson, the goalie back in May 2012, the first time Man City won the Premier League. He's a future World Cup champion. Christ above, he looks like he should be selling Pokemon cards down the back of the local playground. Anyway, last month the teenage World Cup winning keeper left Man City, having grown bored of being stuck in the reserves, signing for Charlotte Independence of the back arse of North America. I've never heard of that club. They sound like some washed up indie band that now spend their days playing to 50 pissed up lads in dimly lit pubs across Donegal. Steven Sessegnon. How many times a day do you think Steven Sessegnon gets asked for an autograph and then watches the fans' crushing disappointment when they slowly realise the fact that he's not Ryan? Wait, what am I talking about? It's 2019. Autographs died out about 5 years ago. Yes, Ryan has been stealing the headlines, but Steven can wave a World Cup medal in his face. Ryan can also then point him to over 100 more first team appearances and probably a wage that's no doubt double to his goddamn salary. Steven Sessegnon, let's call him the bad one for short, is still at Fulham waiting for his league debut. Joel Latibeaudiere. Again, another World Cup starlet who found himself at Man City. With that club clearly not satisfied with hoarding all their high profile talent, they also wanted to get their hands on the hottest young stuff on the market. And they did it all without having to build a ranch out the back arse of California. Joel Latibeaudiere was recently involved in a contract standoff with City, but no, the Doncaster-born defender is still there. Marc Guéhi. Part Ivorian, Marc Guéhi is an up-and-coming centre-back who's currently in the Chelsea youth setup. Unlucky lad, because all that means is that you'll be living out of a suitcase for the next 10 years of your life. I hear Holland is really nice this time of year. I mean, for God's sake, if Maurizio Sarri is looking to give Hudson-Odoi a shot, what chance do you have? Jonathan Panzo. Jonathan Panzo is an 18-year-old defender who's won a World Cup despite having been born in an era where Keenan and Kel didn't exist. Having spent 8 years on the books of Chelsea, he left for Monaco in 2018, where he since played for the first team. Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White is something of a breakthrough player at Wolves this season, playing nearly 30 games and not really putting a foot wrong in the centre of the park. No mean feat for a kid who's not even blown out the candles on his 20th birthday cake. Mind you, if he's still getting candles on his birthday cakes, he deserves a quick re-evaluation of his life. To be honest, I'm just jealous because my birthday celebrations usually consist of me rummaging through my neighbour's bin bag for a half-empty box of muffins. Last year I found 6. It felt like a virtual hug. George McKay. I talked about lesser brothers a minute ago. George McKay is currently plying his trade at the same club that swallowed up his big brother Josh and spat him out across West London. Josh McKay gave 14 years of his life to that club and was repaid with 11 appearances and a bunch of pointless loan deals. George is currently 8 years his junior, and I hate to say it, but I feel like it's going to be history repeating itself for the McKay family. Once you get flogged to Vitesse on him, you know it's game over. Tashin Oakley-Booth. So, who's this scrawny young fella? Tashin Oakley-Booth, just another up-and-coming Englishman to make the double-barrel name popular. The likes of Gary Taylor-Fletcher was a man far before his time. Anyway, like Latibeaudiere, Oakley-Booth is part Jamaican, and he's currently at Tottenham. Phil Foden. The man of the tournament, Phil Foden should have a great career. It takes a special type of talent to even get a few minutes on the pitch for this Man City side, let alone score 6 goals in 24 games for an 18-year-old. Foden is going to be a top player, probably world class if he keeps his head down. Callum Hudson-Odoi, another one from this side who could become a spectacular player. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's already been linked with a £40 million move to Bayern Munich. Again, the kid has scored 5 goals from the wing for Chelsea this season. Just saying, but he has better stats at this age than Cristiano Ronaldo did. Ryan Brewster, an absolute beast for the England under-17 side. He battered home 20 goals in 22 games for that side. Unbelievable. Ryan Brewster is one of the top talents in England, and the 19-year-old striker has just battled back from a year-long layoff to fire home 2 goals on his return for Liverpool under-23s. Watch this kid, the next Daniel Sturridge. I mean Sturridge pre-2014 by the way, not this washed up shell of a man that will probably pull a hamstring reaching for the goddamn remote.